Hi, it's Andrea from Andrea's Advice, and today I'm going to be talking about how you know if the love is real. By no means am I some expert on love or anything like that. So yeah, let's get started. So I think the most important thing is if they tell you that they love you and not just, you always saying that like you love them and then the person, saying like, oh, I love you too, or love you too, or me too, or something like that. And that's not me saying that they always have to say it first. It's just sometimes you say it and sometimes they say it, and you guys kind of both know that each other really means it. And yeah. Another way to tell is if they spend time with you. If the person's kind of more so on the busier side, if they, whenever they have a break or something, they take time and come to see you, then, obviously they want to be around you, which means that, of course, they love you because, why would you spend time with, someone that you don't love? It's when, they don't spend time with you that you should really be worried because, what's really going on at that point? Another way is if they show you that they care and that they love you. Pretty much just meaning that, everyone on their side knows about you, and it's not like they're trying to hide you or that they're ashamed of you, or that, they take you out to dinner, or they do something to really, show you like, hey, I'm really thankful that you're in my life and that I really love you. Things like that, I think is really the most important, because if they don't show you, even if they do love you, or even if they do really care and they really want, the relationship to work, if they don't show you, then you're always going to feel like, you're not appreciated or that you don't really matter. So I think definitely if they show you as much as they possibly can that they love you, then they really do in the end. And the next thing is if they, support you. I think support is definitely a good way to see if they really love you and if they're really there for you. If they're always, lifting you up and telling you, good job, or, you can do it or something like that, especially in a time where you need it, then they definitely do love you. I think sometimes we kind of get into those relationships where the person doesn't really support us and they don't really care to either, and I feel like all we really need sometimes is a little support, a little, you can do it, or I believe in you, or, something like that to really show that they care. I think it's something that really matters. It's something that can differentiate between if they love you or if they're just kind of there to be there. The next one is if you guys argue. So this one's gonna sound a little weird, like, if you're happy, doesn't that mean that, you don't argue or whatever? And I guess I kind of get like, it's a little weird because you should be doing the opposite, right? But actually I feel as though if you guys don't argue, if they don't argue back with you with, maybe something so small or maybe even something so big, then they don't care. A person who doesn't care is just easily going to be like, okay, whatever, and kind of, walk away or kind of let the situation die. And if they argue with you, then they're showing you that they do care to, I guess, talk something out. Healthy arguing anyways is something that should be happening. I'm not gonna say like on a regular basis or anything like that, because that's probably not good, but here and there I think is always good, because if nothing else, take it as that they care more so than we're just not meant to be or something because we always fight or something like that. So yeah, I think that that's something that is good when it's healthy, at least. Actions is the next one. This can really mean anything and everything. I would say more so towards like the behavior, and I think as long as your significant other is doing things to show that they're really intrigued and really care, really love you, then you're good. I think it's when they start to, kind of showing that like, that they're not really into whatever you guys are doing at the moment. That's when, maybe the love isn't real, or maybe the love was real, but it's kind of went away at that point. So definitely, look towards the actions and seeing whether or not your significant other is really with you mentally, as I would say, more so than physically, to really see if the love is real. I hope that helps. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you really like this video, make sure to subscribe. And if you didn't like this video, I'm really sorry. Still give me a like. Also, I post new videos every Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. That's all I really have for today, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.